Jack, how much of a relief was it when them scorecards were getting read out after everything you've been through, 2 years of waiting, and just to hear your name get read out as the winner?
Yeah, it was a big relief. I turned to Eddie. We've been there before where I thought I won the first fight clearly, didn't get the decision. Although I thought I won tonight clearly, you never know. Some of the scorecards you see, so to get the decision, rightfully so, was a big relief for me.
Seb Parkinson, Title Sports Network. For Jamie and Jack, the game plan in that fight, Jack, you looked like you were using the shoulder to keep Josh off you. Jamie, how did that work? Josh looked like he was going on the inside, and Jack, how did you execute that game plan?
Don't let me go first.
Yeah.
You know what, like me and Jamie speak, but it's never game plan A, B, C. I think you've got to be able to adapt. We're prepared for every outcome. We didn't never Josh were going to come out of the blocks and give it his all for 4 rounds, or whether he was going to try and drag it to the later rounds. So I think you've got to be ready for anything. We train hard and we're prepared for every outcome. We've had lots of good sparring partners. We've had a long camp, so it was good preparation. And ultimately, I think you've just got to be able to adjust and overcome whatever's put in front of you.
Yeah, obviously, I keep talking about Jack as like a hybrid. He has to be adaptable and be able to do a little bit of everything. And you know, we anticipated Josh would come strong and try and put it on him. He created that gap in between, and the only thing I would say was he got a little bit too greedy too early and maybe gassed himself a little bit, and that's why it allowed Josh to come into the fight as the second half kicked in. But this is the first time Jack's ever been in a sort of dogfight type fight, because Josh was the first person who's been good enough to drag him into that scenario. So he'll learn so much from that, and I'm glad, because if Eddie's going to get him a world title shot, he's going to have to be prepared and experienced in doing that stuff, and that's the best sort of training he can do for it.
Mark? Hi Jack, it's Mark Walker, PA Media. Do you now look for a world title shot ideally, or do you complete the trilogy?
You know what, a world title's always been the dream. We didn't get the Undisputed, didn't get the world titles, and that's fine. That chapter's been written now, but I'm in a great position. Eddie's got a massive stable at 140, and I want that world title fight.
John Evans, boxing scene. Jack, we spoke in the week about your quiet, calm demeanour leading up to fights, and you not wanting to get drawn into a firefight. There were times there when that looked like it was ready to take off. How important was that mindset there to just keep calm?
You know what, you have to stay disciplined, but I knew he had to go. I couldn't fall too complacent. I knew the threats that Josh brung, but I also knew I had to push and squeeze it out of him. And I couldn't just coast for this victory, I had to really go for it. So a mix of keeping the emotions intact, being disciplined, but also taking them opportunities when you see them.